What it do, everyone? It's your girl, Baby D, and I'm back with Dear Deasia. And today, we will be focusing on the man's journey. And this will be called Unlock. The man's journey, of course. So, this episode will be about when silence gets loud. So, welcome to Unlock, the man's journey. A space created to hold the unspoken, to give breath to what's being buried, and to remind every man listening, you were never meant to do this alone. So, come with me as I take y'all on this journey. So today, we start with the beginning, not the first win, not the moment you got it all together. We're starting right where healing always starts, where the silence gets loud, very loud. So, this is episode 1. Welcome if you're new. I am Baby D. And if you're not new, welcome. We're still at the end of the day. You ever been in a room full of people, laughing, vibing, and still feel completely alone? Yeah? Okay. You ever wake up, checking your phone, and going through the motions, but deep down you feel like you're missing something? Like life is moving, but you just stuck behind in your own eyes, just watching it all happen. That's the silence I'm talking about. Not the quiet around you. Not the kind that lives inside you. That hollow feeling that creeps in when the party's over. When it's time to go home. When you put your phone down. When old girl leaves. When your homeboys go home. If you know, you know. That silence is loud. Now see, most men, they don't know how to sit in that silence because no one taught them how to hold that pain. Now, you were taught as a man to man up, shake it off, make money, stay solid, never fold. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Even soldiers get tired. Even kings need rest. And even the strongest man break in silence before he ever says a word out loud. And I hate that y'all have to go through that. And women can just like fucking cry their eyes out and no judgment. And maybe that's where you are right now. You're waking up to yourself. Not because you chose to, but because the pain got too fucking heavy to ignore. I ain't gonna hold you. I think I needed to hear that shit. The thing is, the journey doesn't start with peace. It starts with discomfort. With the gut feeling that you can't keep pretending. That and this is the version of you. The one that's always performing. It's not enough anymore. And maybe nobody sees it because you're good at hiding that shit. Trust me, guys real good at hiding stuff. They're good at smiling. They're good at playing the role. But deep down, you know you feel like you barely holding on. So, that's why this moment matters. Because when the silence gets loud, that's your soul tapping you on the shoulder. Like, hey, I'm still here. You forgot about me, didn't you? It's the breaking point, literally. But it's also the beginning of everything real. So, take that in for a second. Because I want you to ask yourself something right quick. When was the last time you really heard yourself? Not the version... My bad, y'all. Not the version you show to the world. And not the character you play. But the boy inside you. That little bitty boy. The man you're becoming, and what is he saying? So, reflect on that right quick. Because that version of you, he doesn't want to keep numbing out. He doesn't want to keep proving himself to people who don't even see his pain. He don't want to keep carrying trauma like a badge of honor. He wants to feel, he wants to heal, and he wants to live. And I know, maybe you've never had space to even say those words out loud. And maybe no one ever asked you how your soul is doing. So let me be the first. How's your soul, King? I'm listening. And I don't mean, are you good? I mean, really. Are you exhausted? Do you feel misunderstood? Do you sometimes feel like you gotta shrink your emotions just to be respected? Because if so, I want you to hear this very clearly. You are not broken. You are awakening. Okay? Don't be hard on yourself. And it's okay if you feel left out in the cold. Because that discomfort you feel, that's sacred. That's your body saying, I'm ready to evolve. And that's your heart saying, I can't pretend anymore. That's the divine in you saying, it's time to unlock who I really fucking am. And this moment right here, this is where the journey begins. So, it's not going to be with perfection, and it's not going to be with the plan, but with the willingness to stop running. Stop running from it. You got to face your problems. So, feel that right quick before I keep on talking. You don't have to know what healing looks like yet. You just have to be brave enough to stop hiding. To say, I'm tired of surviving and I want to live with purpose. I want to feel whole. And I promise you, that's enough to begin. You don't need to prove anything today. You just need to be honest with yourself. Because the truth is the foundation of peace. And peace, that's what you've always deserved, no matter what anybody has ever told you. So if you're driving or laying in bed or sitting there on the edge of a moment like this, just let yourself feel it. Let yourself be here, because you are not weak for wanting more. You are not soft for feeling deeply, and you are not alone in your pain. My bad, y'all. My mama had came in here, and I didn't want to get the vibe misconstrued it, so where was I at? Oh yeah, you're human and you're healing. This series is for you and for the version of you that's ready to rise. For the man that's tired of hiding behind, I'm good. For the inner child still waiting to be seen. For the future father, future lover, and future leader who knows deep down, I can't keep doing it like this. Let me stop. So yeah, the silence is loud. As you can see, it was very loud just then, right? But maybe for the first time in your life, you're actually ready to listen. You're listening now. You stayed this far. And that's power. Okay? So let's just sit in the silence right quick. Okay. This was episode 1, When the Silence Gets Loud, of Unlock, the Men's Journey. Next episode, we talk about the armor. How the strength you built to survive might be the very thing keeping you from being free. So until then, be gentle with yourself. You're not just healing for you. You're healing for every version of you that didn't feel safe enough to speak. So if you don't feel like anybody else see you, just know I see you. I see all of you. And I'm proud of you for being here. So until next episode, bring peace into your life. Bring softness in as well. And give yourself grace and patience. Love y'all. Bye.